How's it going, citizens? My name's Jackadan, and welcome back to another Platinum Tour video. A series where we go over all the tracks that have been made official racing missions in Star Citizen and show you everything you need to know to get those Platinum times. In this video, it's another change in scenery as we head over to ArcCorp for the third track in the mission line, the Skyscraper. As always, we'll be going over the track layout to help you understand how to anticipate the turns, as well as analyzing the racing line, flying techniques, and boost usages. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, consider liking and subscribing, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos or guides. I am working on improving my release schedule, so if you have any videos you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Without further ado, let's proceed with the video. As mentioned, the Skyscraper can be found on the planet of ArcCorp and is just a few kilometers out of the main city of Area 18. It does have its own quantum marker, however, so getting to it is pretty easy regardless. This track will consist of 12 checkpoints, so it is one of the shorter tracks in the series. However, all corners are insanely tight, and you will have to really commit through the turns to avoid hitting the walls. This is definitely one of the hardest tracks to learn from the ones available in these mission lists. As per the other videos, I will be breaking down each turn and how I recommend learning this track, and I will be running the lap at a safe pace to allow myself to show you as much of the track as I can. So as always, the first thing we'll need to do is pick up the mission. You can find this mission by going into your Contracts tab and under Racing selecting the Spaceship Time Trial the Skyscraper mission. This will have an entry fee of 1600 UEC and will pay out accordingly to the times you get, up to a 5500 UEC bonus. As long as you finish the lap, you will get your fee back, and the bonus is based on your rank. If you're not comfortable with losing the entry fee, you can opt for the Spaceship Open Track mission instead, which will give you the exact same mission, but with no fee, no payout. Once we select the mission, we line up at the start. So it's the same concept as every other racing track. First turn is going to be a left-handed turn, so we need to aim ourselves at the right-hand side of the track for when the timer hits 0. And as we go, we are going to be aiming at the top right-hand corner of this gate, and the reason for this is because firstly, it's a left-hand turn, so we stay on the right side, and secondly, it evens up in height for the second checkpoint. So as we approach this, we are going to be doing a slight pitch and a slight roll at the same time, and we're going to be aiming at the bottom left-hand corner of this Y-Tech tower. The reason why we need to do this so tight is because the turn is very tight. You might end up crashing several times, I know I have for practicing for this track, but this is a very tight corner. Then you will roll the other direction and we head off to the fourth checkpoint. Now this checkpoint is slightly off screen up ahead, but the reason I'm heading in this direction is because we need to do a full 180 turn, and depending on your ship, you can take it tighter or you might have to take it wider. Here I take it wide to be safe, so I take a nice even wide pitch and I'm controlling my G's. As you can see, I'm already starting to gray out and I'm heading towards these arrows here, this height, this direction. I do this because now I need to turn left, so it gives me time to roll the other direction and start the pitch, and it's the same thing. So we roll left and we do a smooth, comfortable pitch up. Now it's straightforward for this one, we just go straight, we rotate the other direction and we start pitching up. Once again, the checkpoint is just up ahead of me, but I am aiming straight to make sure that I am bleeding off my G's. So I go straight so I can relax the G forces a little bit, and then once I get close, I pitch up and I straighten up once again. So this turn is going to be another 180 turn, so you don't want to approach the gate straight ahead. You want to aim in the direction of this tower over here, and when you get close, then you do a pitch up and you go in hard. So you see there's an opening there and you pitch up hard. Now here you want to aim at the top of this guy's head and pitch in roughly by the time that you get to it. So as soon as you get to the guy's head, you want to pitch up into the next turn. So here I pitch up slightly too early and correct myself, but it's basically that. As soon as you get to him, you pitch up. Same concept for the very last checkpoint. It's a 180 turn, so we're aiming a little bit forward, and as soon as we see the gap open, we do a very harsh pitch upwards and we do a 180 turn into the finish line. That's a 51-second lap. Nowhere near the fastest, but it's a nice smooth time, and as you can see, very easily gets the platinum time. One quick note that I want to make regarding the boost strategy, because it's something that I didn't mention. Technically speaking, the track is short enough that you can run the whole track with full boost, However, as you're still learning, I would recommend using the boost on the exit of turns just so you can help bring that TVI back to your crosshair so you can control your speeds. I would not recommend going full send straight from the beginning, but at some point, yes, you should have enough fuel in the boost tank to last you for one full lap on one tank, just holding it down. So here I am letting the full track of the Razor run through with no brakes. But as you can see, it's a very short track, but very complicated, so it will take some time and some practice to get this done, because running it slow might look easy, but it's really not. There's some of these turns you need to be really committed to making these turns. If you doubt yourself for just a second, you will either black out from pulling too much G's, or you just won't get the confidence to take some of these turns, as you really need to get close to the wall here. So it will take some practice. This is one of the hardest ones that you can do. But I do hope this video helps you understand how to efficiently and safely race around the Skyscraper to get you the platinum time for the mission. As you can see, some of these turns are insanely close and it is quite a challenging track. Even veterans sometimes struggle to go around this track effectively, but if you practice, you can definitely get some really fast times. And I would also highly recommend practicing this track in an offline lobby in Arena Commander to get comfortable with running the track and getting the muscle memory down, with the benefit of the instant respawns if you crash. Once you are comfortable there, then you can head to the PU and go tackle that mission so you can get that reputation to go to the next one. I would also like to point out here that I do stream twice a week on Twitch, so if you want to come hang out in chat, maybe share with me your experience, make sure to hit that follow button to be notified when I do go live. I have also opened up a Discord server, which I will have linked down in the description below if you want to join. And lastly, if you really want to keep improving the Skyscraper times, make sure to check out scr.gg's section for the Skyscraper, where all the top racers put in their times, where you can freely see and learn from their runs. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the racetrack.